I'm craving it. I'm gonna make it. So let's make some pho. For my first attempt, I wanted the full experience, so I went with beef pho. I did bone marrow, beef bones, and some oxtail, which I'm not a fan of. Before you ask me why I'm not washing the meat, just watch the video. I chopped up some onions and ginger. This ginger was fighting. You have to get a nice char on the onions and ginger, so I did that in the oven. For spices, I did coriander, cinnamon, fennel, stars, cloves, and cardamom. And how perfect was the star? You gotta toast the spices to release the aroma. Just don't burn now. You have to put these spices in a spice bag, but I couldn't find one anywhere in Joburg, so I used a goodie bag. Once the meat starts boiling, you're gonna see all this dirt and gunk. And now we clean the meat. You really want to wash the meat thoroughly. Making pho is a labor of love. It is such a long process. I did this over 2 days. Once you're sure your meat is done, it really has to be clean. It's gonna go back on the stove with the onions, the ginger, some salt, and of course the spice bag. Fill your pot with some water, and now we let it cook. My pot was definitely too small. I recommend you get a big pot. At this point, there's not much you're doing. Skim off the excess oil and top the pot up with extra water as needed. At this point, I wasn't sure I was doing the right thing because it looked a bit crazy. The next morning, I took out the meat and I went to work. After work, I put it back on the stove and added the seasoning. I did chicken bouillon, rock sugar, and I added some MSG. I also added some fish sauce. I got all my Asian ingredients from Hello Asia in Cape Town. 8 hours later and I was done. For my toppings, I did limes, bean sprouts, spring onion, jalapenos, and some coriander. I cooked my rice noodles as per packaging instructions. I also had some steak in the fridge, so I cut some thin slices. The steak was definitely the best part. If you've ever wanted to try
right now.
absolutely worth it. I'm actually gonna have this for breakfast today.